What's going on, my fellow residents? This is TheFrozenCavern, and today we're going to continue through our journey through Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. In the last episode, we arrived back in Hollow Bastion, and we went back to Space Paranoids. And in this episode, we're going to try and take care of the NPC for good. Well, not NPC. MCP. I'm stupid. We're going to get rid of the MCP for good. I accidentally butchered that horrifically. Yeah, these Heartless, they're still the same, even though they're designed differently to be based around the Tron world, so we don't have to worry about that. How many Heartless changed to be like the Tron world? I don't think there's that many, because it's those two that we just saw. I don't think there's really anything else. Okay, well, I say that and I'm instantly proven wrong. And then there's that one, the cannon. I think the soldiers were also changed, like in the first visit, but I don't think they're here. And also that sticker is just out of the way, so we might as well get it. Well, not really out of the way, in the way, rather.
You've got to keep a lookout. The MCP isn't going to just let us waltz in.
Alright, this section can be really bad because what you have to do here is that you have to defeat the Heartless before that weight meter gets all the way filled, and please stop so I can heal. But anyways, you have to defeat the Heartless before that weight meter gets all the way filled, and considering how easily you can get just locked into being attacked over and over, it's not exactly fun. And defeating the Heartless can take a good amount of time as well, and I don't know how many waves there are, but I know that the weight doesn't decrease throughout the entire thing, so yay! Gonna have to deal with that. Come on, just die. This is gonna take a while. Actually, I was gonna say that maybe going Wisdom form might work out a little bit, but then again, I could go Anti-form. Well, that's one thing, and B, I don't think I'd even be able to level up from it, so yeah, it's probably not the most worth it. But in my opinion, this is definitely like really RNG based, especially with the fact that, well, not RNG based. It's mainly because they give you 3 of these things at the very end. It is not good. Alright. But if you use Reflect properly, then you can hopefully do this right. I don't have the MP to use this. Ether, please hurry up. Alright, let's hope that this works. That one's almost dead. Okay, he's dead, and okay. That actually ended up being a lot better than I thought it would. And by the way, we just got a really good ability, Explosion. Now, in 1.5, well, not 1.5, in 2.5 on the PS3, Explosion was actually moved to here, obviously. But in the original version, it was way earlier in the game, and Explosion is ridiculously powerful. So, on the plus side, it helps balance the game, but on the bad side is that I can't use it earlier. And this is definitely where you need it because of how the boss lays out. And we have a lot of stuff in here, which, I mean, is yay, but problem is, if we die to this, then we have to recollect all of this stuff before we can actually move on. I actually might need to switch Keyblades here. It would probably be better for me to do that. Switch it to the Decisive Pumpkin. That would help out a lot. I almost forgot the Explosion ability that I was just talking about. Let's equip that before I end up forgetting about that. Do you need any? Well, we can't use Jackpot in this, so MP Haste might be better. Goofy's relatively fine, to be honest. Lucky doesn't help out much, so once more, I guess. And then Donald... I mean, Donald doesn't... Donald dies too often to be that useful anyways, unfortunately. But hey, we got a Blizzard boost. Let's use... Not Blizzard. I'm stupid. Defense boost. I don't know why I said Blizzard boost. There's nothing like that in the game. Well, there's abilities, but it's not an item. I don't know why I said Blizzard boost. That was dumb. Alright, time to try and take down the MCP.
Who was that?
Zark, the MCP's number 2.
Tenacious little bugs. Your time is up. Prepare for de-resolution.
Alright, and now we have this little mini segment against Zark. Or Zark, not Zark. It's not with a Z. But yeah, this section's really easy because he's not that powerful at all. And again, we get explosion. But we also get this really cool ability. Okay, if Goofy did not reflect the actual shot, we have this really cool ability that we can use, which reflects the dicks that he throws if he actually shoots it, and if I don't actually reflect it. I want to actually kill with it because I think I can. Let's find out. Because that's one of his main attacks. Okay, that's one. Hey, and that should be it.
Bonk!
Yeah, nice. I really love getting those, like, sweet kills with reaction commands because they're always really nice. Or at least for the most part they are. There are some reaction commands. Well, most reaction commands are really, really cool. I can't really name any off the top of my head that are, like, bad. And that's also because naming them is kind of inefficient because you guys probably wouldn't know what I'm talking about at all. Not only that, but I don't really know the names of most of them, so... yeah, that doesn't help either.
This thing is the MCP?
That's it. Ugly, isn't it?
Indeed.
Tron, don't you understand? We don't need users. We've advanced. They're superfluous. Be a part of me, and together the world will be ours to control.
MCP. You still don't get it, do you?
Zark! Zark! All my functions are now yours.
Alright, so now we're fighting off in a duo match this time against Giant Zark and the MCP. So, when it comes to Giant Zark, all we have to do is just break his ankles, quite literally, and then we can, okay, if I actually go the right way, we can just wail at his head until he gets back up, and hopefully we can defeat him beforehand. No, we can't. Okay. We'll just have to break his ankles again. That's one ankle. Get the other ankle. Alright, now we can kill him, because he's actually down long enough. There we go. And now, for the rest of the fight. So, goodness, this fight can be really annoying because this is how it works. You have to break this shield and then mash the triangle button, which you guys probably hear me doing. And there's a pretty small window of time where you have to stop pressing it and then you have to somewhat try to dodge these red lasers because they are going to come down at some point. And by the way, there's a sticker over here, so I want to get that. Problem is, I'm probably going to get hit by a disc at some point. Oh, this is another issue with this fight. If Tron's down, you can't use a reaction command, so you have to get him back up. Actually, the things might spin if I bring him up. So, please, there we go. Alright. Oh, right, I forgot. Zark can also hit us with a disc when we're doing this. So, yeah, we're gonna take a hit there, but it was a little worth it. We got some extra damage on the MCP there. Okay, get you down. I'm probably not going to kill, and goodness, this is where allies can die a lot, because Oh goodness, they're just... It's mainly just Zark. He's ridiculously big, so all of his attacks do a lot of damage. Okay, so we're just gonna break one of these. Hopefully we can. And actually use it. I'm not wanting to use all... Oh, okay, well that was kind of pointless, but whatever. I'm really not wanting to waste all my potions on Tron throughout this entire thing, but if need be, I'm gonna have to do that. Ow. Goodness. And also, yeah, like I just said, now we're at the part where these, like, shields will start shooting lasers out of them. It doesn't do it all the time. It's really only, like, after, we mess with the MCP, but goodness, it all just stacks up because Tron, I guess just the partner characters in general, since I don't really give them any form of defense boost or anything like that, they always take like a lot of damage, so yeah, it's really bad when Tron is just really okay, but it's just really bad when Tron can end up dying so easily. But this is also another thing that happens in the fight, is that the rate at which the shields will start turning will increase as your the health goes down on the MCP, which makes it quite annoying because you get a very small window to actually break the shield, and then you actually have to use the like window that you create to deal with the deal with the MCP as much as you can. Ooh, that was perfect. Let's do that. Ah, it was a perfect time. Okay. Also, really cool reaction command, and this takes down Zark instantly. Okay, we're gonna have to make our own wall. Oh, that was very good. Crap. Okay. Let's just use an ether then. We'll use that. Hopefully he can come up. Come on, Tron. Okay, I was in range. Go! Oh, come on! And I just... Again, this is what I do not like about this fight. I've never actually done this bad on the fight either. Go. Okay, Zark has been down a very long time, surprisingly enough. Can I defeat him here? I might be able to. This is going to be very risky, but I just might... There we go. Alright, that ending was very bad. That was the worst I've ever done this boss. But I've never had Tron end up dying that many times. Well, actually, no, I won't say that's the worst I've ever done this boss. I'm pretty sure there was one time where I just couldn't get past this boss, but I think I was also doing like a made-up mode that I made for myself, so yeah, that was probably the reason why. I don't exactly remember.
We did it!
I see Tron has a silly side too.
I learned it from you. Of course, I do have my silly limits.
Okay, then I'll tweak your program when I get back to the user world.
You? Maybe we better not try that.
Aw, how about it, guys? Singing Tron, dancing Tron.
I think it's
Sound
mainly
good?
because you might accidentally kill Tron. I don't trust Sora with any form of technology.
Okay, fine. But before I crash... Sora? Donald? Goofy?
And speaking of singing and dancing, guess what world we're going to next? How ironic that it is that he said that.
You really helped me.
Oh goodness, that's going to be a very
You
special
made me
episode.
so much stronger. You taught me what friendship is truly all about. And I'll never forget it. As soon as I met you, I knew we were going to defeat the MCP and free the system. Isn't this what users do when they're sorry to say goodbye?
It's a first for me.
Gosh, Tron, it's like a promise that we'll see each other again real soon.
Okay. Well then.
By the way, to be honest, the saddest ending for one of the Disney worlds in this game, to be honest. It's mainly just the music. The music in Kingdom Hearts is always like really, really good. But it's also like some of the sad tracks that get me too. I've said this before in Burnt by Sleep that sad tracks, they usually do very well for me.
Tron.
Things are settling down in town. The only Heartless left anywhere are the local variety. And it looks like there are fewer than before.
Now if we can just get those 3 back in one piece. You're here!
Welcome back!
How's the town?
A-okay.
Not a single trace of the MCP either. Everything's back to normal. We made it.
Hey, why the long face? What happened?
Tron just disappeared.
And he promised we'd see him again.
What's happening?
Greetings, friends. System is up and ready for user input.
Tron!
Stay in touch.
Yeah!
Oh boy, oh boy!
Hey, stop that. It tickles.
Tron is ticklish.
How about this?
Please stop that.
I think Tron's been hanging around those guys too much.
Wait, just a moment. I want to show you something I dug up from the system archives. You can see the town back when it was first built.
That's right. I remember now.
Just like the old days.
I'd be fascinated to ascertain as to when the town got such a dreadful name as Hollow Bastion.
You know, this town had another name once.
And in case you haven't seen my Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep playthrough and you didn't make connections,
Radiant Garden.
and that's mostly it for Radiant Garden. I'm surprised I even managed to say that. We've been saying Hollow Bastion for so long. But anyways, as you saw, there was a new episode, but that's all with just Sephiroth. Actually, Sephiroth's like really easy in this game. So, since we do have some extra time, I'm going to attempt to try and fight against Sephiroth. And I probably... actually, no. This is not the closest save point to try and do that. Actually, wait. I forget. Do we have to go to... I think we have to go to Cloud first. And if not, I'll just teleport over to where Sephiroth is.
2,000 years later.
Alright, so this is where you can find Sephiroth in the dark depths of Radiant Garden, or Hollow Bastion. Well, actually no. I think you can only do the Sephiroth boss after the second visit of Hollow Bastion, so I guess Radiant Garden.
You 3. Who are you?
Well, I'm not sure we should tell you.
Well, that's an interesting sword you're carrying.
It's the Keyblade.
I see. So that's a Keyblade. And I suppose you must be its chosen wielder.
So what if I am?
I wonder if it won't change its mind once I defeat you. Show me your strength.
Alright, time to try and fight Sephiroth, and he is easier than its Kingdom Hearts 1 counterpart. However, that does not mean that he's really all that easy, because realistically, I can get one shot by him. I didn't realize that. Anyways, that helps me because I didn't actually prepare for the fight in advance. So, yeah, I can do that now. But yeah, as I was saying, realistically, since I'm on critical mode, I'm supposed to kind of be doing this at maybe around level 80 as just safety. But, you know, why not just do this now? This is really dumb, to be honest, but I have relative faith in myself, and I probably shouldn't, to be honest, since I just messed up super badly there. Okay, so after realizing that Sephiroth was going to be too hard because I would die in one hit, like pretty much every single time, I decided that we are going to just go ahead and try to do the Vexen Absent Silhouette, because that one's easier than Sephiroth. Now, I believe, and this is just me believing, that we can do this. And I believe that we could beat Sephiroth, and that clearly did not happen. So, let's just see how well Vexen goes. Alright, he's always going to start off with that move, and unfortunately we can't actually use Reflect in order to get any form of initial damage off of it. And, yay, Anti-Form Sora! But that's not for us. Well, it kind of is, but it also isn't. But, anyways, how this fight works, it works very differently than most. So, this guy has a shield, and we actually have to break said shield. And unfortunately, yay, that's fun, we have to break it. But, okay, it just broke instantly. But, that circle that's following us, it allows this Vexen to create data, or gather data, whichever one it actually is. But, regardless, he gets data on us, and that allows him to just create a anti-Sora. For whatever odd reason, it's just anti-Sora, but also thankfully it's anti-Sora. Okay, did not expect him to just counter me there. But anyways, as I was saying before, I was rudely countered and I need to heal again just to make sure I don't end up dying. But thankfully it is only anti-form that is here instead of one of Sora's other forms that, well, still anti-form is pretty powerful when it's being used against you. Because remember all those combos? Well, that was only in that one video against Larxene. But remember those combos that you're able to do? And it's pretty long combos as well. Yeah, that anti-form Sora that Vexen makes, he can do the same thing to you. So, yay. And also, my goodness, he's... Okay, get it. I didn't reflect. No. Okay, we're good? We are good. But as the number gets higher and higher for the data, the anti-form gets stronger and stronger, but thankfully we don't have to see the full extent of the anti-form's power because the boss is over. To be honest, that actually went by really, really quickly. But trust me, the Absent Silhouettes, they are very, very easy compared to the data form, well, data organization. Yeah, we got some more synthesis stuff, but that doesn't exactly matter all too much. Now, because Sephiroth decided to absolutely destroy us, let's see if we can actually beat... Okay, that's the only room we can go into, but let's see if we can actually beat Marluxia. Now, Marluxia also works very differently. Let me equip something. I guess just anything. I guess this, since it helps out the most. But Marluxia in general works out very, very differently. I say that for Vexen as well, but let's just explain how this works beforehand while this cutscene's playing. So, at the beginning of the fight, Marluxia is going to set a number above your head. Now, that number is not a timer, but it's a hit count. And that hit count is based off of your level. And I'm in the 40s right now, I think. I haven't checked my level in forever, so I'm just assuming the 40s. But I think I'm 47. Let's see if I'm right. $40 dead on. Okay. But yeah, anyways, this number is based off of your hit count, like I said, and as you can clearly see. And the only way that you can actually restore it is by a special reaction command that Marluxia does, which is that, and then you have to run away from him so that the restore count reaction command pops up. And It also restores only up to 13 hits. Haha, Organization 13, the number 13, and the Kingdom Hearts series in general. But regardless, another reaction command that can show up is that if you don't move, Aerial Strike will come up, which just does damage. Granted, it also still looks cool. And then you can counter off of that. It's a nice good amount of damage. And yeah, you also have the same kind of attack as Sephiroth does with the whole teleport into just aerial strike thing. Which is kind of weird, but whatever. Now, a certain part of this will get very, very difficult. And it's right here, actually. So, these pods, I'm pretty sure are one-hit kills at this point. So, what you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to use, like, a ability that you get for a dry form later on, but since I don't have it, I can't. And if I'm really unlucky, like I almost was just now, then unfortunately, goodness, okay. He can also just knock you into the things like that. Okay, thank you for jumping. Oh, no. I got so lucky there. But, no, not potion, ether. But you can get unlucky and accidentally be pretty much in the middle of the pot, like right there. Ow. Okay, I got very lucky there. Let's reflect. Okay. I have to be very careful because I can also combo into the pulls of vines as well. So I don't want to do that either. Donald and Goofy are dead, but it doesn't matter too much that they're dead. Crap. Okay. Still doing good. Oh, we're at this part of the fight. This is going to be interesting. Actually, for this you can just run in a relative circle. No. I was trying to use an ether so that I could get my MP back up because I needed it for that next section. Otherwise, I was going to die. Wait. I don't know if that attack actually takes damage or not. I wasn't entirely sure on that. Alright, so we're at this phase again, and this is a different attack that he did not show off last time, which is basically what that, like, rotating ground move that he showed off before, but it's just longer, I guess. Now, this move, like I said, you could run around in a circle and you could just dodge it. Problem is, I was trying to fill up on the reflect because of this. Okay, so I guess that doesn't actually do damage, so I worried about that for literally nothing, but, you know, just had to make sure, and I'm doing really poorly now. Oh goodness, sorry. I gotta stop doing bad. Okay, so now he can start just teleporting and attacking at the same time, which is quite annoying, but thankfully he stopped. But yeah, the rest of this fight is not exactly too much. It's really just this, the rotating circle of doom, I guess. Now, if I time this right, I can reflect enough to do this, and then I can combo off of that. Problem is, after that, okay. Thankfully, I can always just do that, and I'll be good. Because after the first hit, if you dodge out of it, then it'll be fine. He won't be able to hit you again. And now, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Alright, so we got a good rhythm going, and even if we get hit... Okay, so now we have him in a relative loop. The only issue is that this extra move here is a little random, but it's not too bad, hopefully. Okay, I expected him to start teleporting. Okay, also his combos can be really long, which is annoying. Oh, I was expecting him to stop at some point. Okay, we can just combo him though. This won't finish him because he'll teleport out, or DM out of it, whatever. Either one works. Actually, this works out better because with this, we can actually kill. Need to make my circle a little wider just to make sure that I don't run into the spikes because they can instantly kill me apparently. Gotta be careful about that. And there we go, ending it off with a reflect. Like I said, reflect is your best friend if you know how to use it. But that is all of the absent silhouettes taken down. There's only 4, and that's out of 13 of the organization members. Wait, am I counting that right? There's Vexen, there's Lexius, there's Marluxia, which we just fought, Vexen, and Larxene. Okay, 5. My bad. Miscounted. but that's still all of the absent silhouettes. So we don't have to worry about them anymore. But we had to beat all of the absent silhouettes in order to unlock the data organization, which is at the end of the Cavern of Remembrance. Yeah, you have to do a lot of stuff in this game. But we're still not going to be able to head over to Twilight Town. Well, I mean, we could, but I'm not going to. Instead, next episode, we've been avoiding it long enough. So, for one episode, it's just going to be Atlantica. And I might have to sing. Which is going to be awkward for me, because no one has really ever heard me sing. So, that's going to be interesting. But if... just Atlantica next episode. So, until next video, take care.